Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of my Storm fans out there. It's me, your captain speaking. If you give me just one moment, you and I are going to prep for the upcoming Eternal Weekend. I'll be right back.
You'll feel the difference straight away. Comfort inside and out.
Hello and welcome everybody. Ooh, my green screen is a little fuzzy. That's not great. Okay, we'll see if I can fix that. But hello everybody, welcome to the stream. It's Thursday, which means that I'm going to be your captain for this evening's entertainment. D. Allen, it is Epic Stormin' time. That is exactly what we're going to be doing, although this camera green screen problem is going to really bother me, and probably all of y'all too. Oh, that made it worse. We're getting better. Okay. So I just have to like sit right here. Ooh, now my shoulder. That's all right. This stuff is a little fuzzy. We're just gonna work with it. Alrighty. So we're going to be playing the Epic Storm with the express purpose of prepping for Eternal Weekend, the premier paper event of the year for legacy players and vintage players alike. There's one this weekend in Europe, there's going to be one the following weekend in Japan, and then we're going to get one in Pittsburgh in December. I'm super excited about it. This will be my first paper Eternal Weekend to play. I have played them in over the internet when they were doing online Eternal Weekends. Kind of wish they would still have 4 Eternal Weekends, one being in a digital format, but alas. So here we go. We are going to be playing the Epic Storm. This is version 15.3. There are a few changes that have been made, mostly out of the sideboard. Although, you know, we are playing Song of Creation, fantastic way to get around a lot of the graveyard hate that is inherent with a Gaia's Will deck list. And then we have full 3 Thought Seizes, 3 Carpet of Flowers, 2 Abrupt Decays, and this really fun Consign to Oblivion. This is a Burning Wish tutorable bounce spell. So it can sit in our sideboard and we can actually have everything that we need ready to go in terms of answers to problematic permanents. So without further ado, I am already queued up for a league, and let's get started. While we wait for our opponent, let me run a little bit of an ad down in the description below. Oh, never mind. Here we are for our first opponent, and ShamWow fella. All right, we won the die roll, so I would like to play first. This is a little bit unfortunate because the Gaia's Will is in our hand. We can turn one a Song of Creation, and then I don't actually have anything to do with it, but I actually can just essentially puke my entire hand out and suspend a Gaia's Will. I don't know if that's good, but we're going to try to keep this one, okay? We're going to keep this. We're on the play. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but here we are. And by the way, I have brand new internet. I am now in St. Louis area, and I've got fiber for the first time in a long, long time, and boy, how I've missed it. It's fantastic. I am just super excited about that all happening. Okay, Underground Sea is going to be our first land. And now we can Dark Ritual. The Bloodstained Mire needs to be our green source for Beseech the Mirror. Or Song of Creation, excuse me. So we're going to get Song of Creation and cast it. Oh, I'm sorry. This kind of readjusted. You can't see the storm count. Okay, there we go. So now I can play a land drop and suspend this Gaia's Will. And I'm going to do so off of a Taiga. I don't know if that in particular is good, but we're going to certainly see. And Newton, yeah, Jordan with a new house, new internet, and a new stash. Yeah, that's just because I'm lazy and haven't shaved it. We're working on it. That's okay. I also have new monitors. I mean, I've had them, but I didn't really see the need to put them up in my old apartment, because, yeah, no reason to. But now I have two 1440p monitors, and they're fantastic. Everything feels new, which, I don't know, it's a pretty good way to move, I think. Galvanic Relay. That was probably one of the few uncastable spells. Galvanic Relay and Beseech the Mirror are the two things that I can't actually use. I wonder if this is the mirror. Bloodstained Mire and Mishra's Bauble? It might be. Volcanic Island. Could be Grixis. Delver, I should say. But, I mean, so far, there's no Shave November, though. Yeah, Boba, you are correct. I could go with that. I don't know. I have technically shaved in November. But yeah, Newton, this might be the mirror. You might have said that, and I just haven't looked at chat, but it might actually end up being the mirror, in which case I'm really upset that I didn't draw something castable instead of that relay. Okay, and another Bloodstained Mire. This feels like the mirror. I don't think that a fair blue deck would have two copies of Bloodstained Mire in their deck on purpose. Okay. That's my bad. I don't know. I think that playing out the song is very reasonable. Suspending the Gaia's Will is something that we can do, and at the very least in 2 turns, if I keep drawing these relays, I'll cast a spell. Boy, oh boy. Okay. I am suspecting Storm. This could be Grixis control technically, but I'm expecting this is the Epic Storm. I've given them plenty of time. Yeah, look at that. Taiga, Underground Sea. Oh, you love to see it. Okay. Dark Ritual. What are we doing? Rite of Flame. Okay. Chrome Mox. There's the imprint or the bargainable permanent. Lion's Eye Diamond. Okay. Yep. And Beseech the Mirror, or looks like it. Okay, I'm going to F6 and they have won the game. This is probably the exact 75 mirror. I don't know, the sideboard could be a little different, but here they go. Okay, Tendrils of Agony. Cool. For the mirror, I'm going to bring in 3 copies of Thoughtseize, and I'm going to take out 3 copies of Galvanic Relay, and that's it. I think that that's going to be a fairly straightforward board plan. Turn 1 Song of Creation just didn't end up getting there. Wow. This is glued to our hand, apparently. This is technically another... I could do the exact same thing. Play the mirror with 15x one time until now. You just draw better. Yeah, I mean, Newton, that's a really good idea. Could just draw better. So this is the exact same sequence where I can put a Song of Creation onto the battlefield and suspend a Gaia's Will. That doesn't seem good. I just literally have the exact same hand, or a hand that does literally the exact same thing. I'm going to mulligan this. Ugh. Ooh, wait. I don't like that. Why do I have a weird Thoughtseize? Bad Theros Thoughtseize. Okay, I'm going to mulligan this. And oh boy. I'm getting punished so badly. Our opponent also mulliganed to 6. And they mulliganed to 5. Okay, well, we're going to 4. And I don't hate this. This is the first keepable hand from the first one, which was, you could argue, was keepable. I think that it might have been fine. Okay, 3 cards. Tendrils of Agony, Verdant Catacombs, and... Is it going to be the Dark Ritual? I think it might be the Dark Ritual. I want to Thoughtseize them. Yeah, let's try that one. Underground Sea, Thoughtseize, and they have, oh wow, really good hand. We're going to take the Beseech the Mirror. They're just missing 1 mana to turn 1 me. Wow, that was a really good 5. Okay, Beseech the Mirror. I'm going to play out this Lion's Eye Diamond. And we're going to see what happens. They have the Mox Opal, a Lion's Eye Diamond, and a Lion's Eye Diamond, and that's it, seems like. Okay. Now we get to brainstorm. Veil is potentially really good. Okay. Well, we're going to have to draw through these Mox and... And just play the Bauble out. I'm not going to crack it now. If they do something like figure out a way to Burning Wish Echo, well, it's probably not that important actually. but I am going to bobble them now. Okay, Lotus Petal. Because if they, this is the red source, if they drew a Burning Wish previously, then they can actually just peer me, so it's not, they're not going to ever echo in this spot. So I think that that's just fine. Oh, they're not playing the Lotus Petal. Okay, so I have the Chrome Moxen and the Veil of Summer. I am not going to cast any of this. Just not something that I think I need to be doing. We're both kind of in the dumpster right now. Okay, they're passing. They've got 4 cards, 2 unknown cards in hand. Okay, well that's something. So I will cast a Chrome Mox, no imprint, and cast the Mox Opal. And this is just insurance against Tendrils of Agony. If they fire off a Thoughtseize, I'm also ripping the Veil off because I need to dig through my deck a lot more quickly. They're not. They have 5 cards, 3 unknown. Taiga, okay. I think that playing this Chrome Mox Mox Opal sequence out pretty much just tells our opponent that we have Veil of Summer, which is unfortunate, but can't really do anything about that. Okay. Do they have a Veil of Summer? Get rid of this Theros Thoughtseize. I have... Yeah, okay. Veil of Summer. That's fine. I have, I think, 5 copies of the Lorwyn Thoughtseizes, but for some reason the Theros one just pops up. I need to just get rid of it, sell it. It came in a chest or something like that. Yes, the Epic Storm will win this match, which is exciting in and of itself. Okay, they have 6 cards. They're not doing anything. That was potentially really good. So what I need to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I can't do anything other than Echo here. Or, well, I shouldn't do anything other than Echo here. You know, I could, Grapeshot them for all I care. Not a good idea. Would not recommend. Okay, well, let's just see what happens here. Yes, I would like to grab the Echo of Eons, cast a Chrome Mox. I will probably use the green mana so that I have blue floating. Okay. I wonder if they have multiple veils or anything. Nope. Okay, that was it. I can Brainstorm. That was a pretty good pickup. I'll play my land out and Brainstorm. Okay. Put back a couple of lands. Fetch the Bayou. It could be the Badlands. This Theros Thoughtseize. Is it going to get veiled again? Is that its lot in life? I don't know. Ooh, okay. So they can Song of Creation next turn, regardless of what I do. But I need to take the Burning Wish because they can just peer into the abyss. So Burning Wish needs to go. And what I need to do is bobble them, or bobble now, with the potential upside of drawing a Veil of Summer. Ooh, okay. Well, they don't have 3 black for the Beseech the Mirror, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So they have... Oh, the Chrome Mox can imprint... Oh, I'm just dead. Okay, so I need to draw a Veil of Summer. Ooh, okay, they shuffled that away. Good to know. Okay, I am drawing a Chrome Mox and something else. And I hope that it is a Veil of Summer. They are not drawing a Beseech the Mirror that I know of. And they can Song of Creation here, which should kill me. Okay, there's the Scalding Tarn. Rite of Flame. Another Rite of Flame. Oh. Why are they doing that? What did they draw? Did they just draw another Burning Wish? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll concede. That was pretty good. Yikes. Okay, the Epic Storm won game 1, or match 1. Fantastic. Alrighty, let's try that again, shall we? Yeah, that was a really sick rip. Anyway, if you want to play what our opponent was playing or what we're playing, then you can check out the link in the description below for our Moxfield link. Let me tell you a little bit about our awesome sponsor.
Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks.
All right, and here we are for round number 2 against Nasty Noons. We won the die roll, and yes, 5-0 for the Epic Storm can definitely happen. This is a bunch of mana with a bauble to cantrip. If I had a Galvanic Relay, I would snap keep this. If I had a Beseech the Mirror, I would snap keep this. Just as is, I'm not going to keep this. I'm going to mulligan this one. Okay, well, I'll keep this one and put that Tendrils of Agony back where it belongs, in the deck. It always needs to be in the deck until I want it somewhere else. That's just how that goes. All right. I'm going to play out one bauble here and bauble myself. I'll just get this out of the way. Rite of Flame is potentially interesting. And actually, it's really not, isn't it? Okay. Because that doesn't actually help with the Beseech the Mirror right now. It could help with a relay later on, but not really what I want right now. So Misty can get everything, right? Can get the Bayou. It can get the Badlands. Oh, it can't get the Badlands. Well, I don't think that I'm going to need Badlands. That's fine. You know, Joe, I could pretend to be Delver. I didn't want to do this song because I didn't have anything to... I guess I could have cast the one Mishra's Bauble. Oh, you know what? That's true. That's fine. We still kind of look like Delver, or at least Scam, potentially. Grixis Delver, something like that. Okay, we can still songs if we want to. Street Wraith? Is this Doomsday? Is this Dredge? This is an interesting sequence of actions that our opponent is taking. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Are they trying to draw cards under Orcish Bowmasters? Because I'll take that. Ooh, relay though. It is a Gaia's Will win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey Alex, how's it going? But I think what I'm gonna have to do is, this is a blue deck, and I don't know exactly what kind of blue deck it is. I am not going to just put myself out there to a piece of counter magic. So I am just going to relay, and oh, now I do want the Badlands. Oh, that's so stupid. I literally drew the one card that I want the Badlands for. Okay, so now I have to use the Lotus Petal for red. So this can get a... hey, Tony, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so this is going to get a black source from Bayou. And let's cast the Lotus Petal first, see what happens, and move on from there. 4 cards coming our way. Man, really just drew the one thing that my Misty couldn't fetch. That stinks. Okay, Rite of Flame, Brainstorm, Lotus Petal, Badlands. Okay. Those are decent sequences of cards. And then we're going to crack this bauble in our opponent's upkeep. No. I'm going to crack it now, just because they might be a Bowmaster deck. Nope, they're Doomsday. Of course they are. Okay, well, they don't have... oh, wait, no, they knew that was on top. Okay. We don't need the bauble for bargain. No, there's a... the Lotus... Oh, man. You know, Alex, you might be correct. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Our opponent is going to Doomsday, and we're going to ignore the fact that bargainable permanent was just swept under the rug. The petal is actually the red for the Rite of Flame. So this is black, 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 and then the petal for the Rite of Flame. So we don't actually have a bargainable permanent. But I think it's probably okay. Okay, they are not playing green. They're playing Night's Whisper. Okay. And they're passing the turn. Okay. Can I kill them? I think that this turn has to start with a Brainstorm. See what we draw. Mox Opal. There's a bargainable permanent. Okay, so let's actually see what they have here. There's a Force of Will, a Force of Will, a Force of Will. So there's a force in their pile or hand. That stinks. And then days is 1, 2, 2 dazes. I don't know how many. I mean, kind of varies, right? Okay, let's play this Badlands. The Lotus Petal. I am going to Brainstorm. I think that we need to Brainstorm here Usually 3. Okay, so they could have a daze here as well. Okay. So I can put back a Mox Opal and a Beseech the Mirror, and then I think that I can... Let's see, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That Burning Wishes first, and then Beseeches. Because I need 6 mana, and the Lotus Petal is going to be the last bargainable permanent. I think that's right. No, because I don't have triple black. So did this Rite of Flame need to be the Mox Opal here? Yes. I think that was the mistake. Because the Mox was a mana source and a bargainable permanent. Yeah, we're going to try to sideboard Tendrils them, but I'm guessing that they have a force in hand. There's the days that we suspected. And then, is there anything that I can beseech for? Man, I'm kind of out of practice here. Nope. That's going to be it. This is all just kind of extra stuff so that I can see what their play is, how they built their pile and stuff like that. We're not going to win this game. A little frustrated with myself. That was a pretty simple line, and I just missed it. So, here we go. Okay, and they just built a cycling pile. And they're just going to cycle. Oh, they get Paths of the Dead, or... Okay. Cool. Okay, let's bring in Thoughtseizes. I actually can take a look at a handy-dandy sideboard guide. Yeah, okay. A couple of Mox Opals and a Chrome Mox for the Thoughtseizes. Okay, so Galvanic Relay is still really good. It kind of overwhelms their single point interaction in Force of Negations and Force of Wills, Dazes, for example. And we want our Veil of Summers and all that good stuff. So, yep, let's do this. Let's tighten up for game 2. We did win the die roll. I would like to play. This is a little too top heavy, and we're not going anywhere fast. So I'm going to mulligan this one. If one of these, if the Tendrils was a Brainstorm, I would snap keep this. If it was a Dark Ritual somewhere in here, I would probably keep it. But as it stands, I think we're going to mulligan. And this one's pretty good. This is a turn 2 Song of Creation, and I can Thoughtseize in the meantime. And I can just bottom the Burning Wish. Yeah, I'll do this. Yeah, I know. The one-ofs really just do cling. Hey, Faith, Fellowship, and MTG. The internet is fantastic. Gigabyte speeds is just eye-wateringly nice. Cannot stress how lovely it's been. And I'm assuming that all of you guys are experiencing the fact that there's no stuttering or anything like that as well. So this Theros Thoughtseize, the one of again, for what it's worth. Force of Negation. Okay. Well, I'm going to play these out. They could have one of their 3 discard spells. They don't. Okay. I kind of want to brainstorm here. I don't need to just jam into all of the pieces of interaction that could possibly show up. And this looks better. So what I can do is hide the Beseech, and I'll draw the Song of Creation. Yeah. And then I have a Thoughtseize for them again. No, they're paying costs. Dark Ritual. Okay, is this an opposition agent? Okay, well, I've got something that doesn't fetch on top of my library. So, Newton, did I miss lethal? Is that what you're saying? I don't think that... No cards for the songs. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Alex, this is correct. I don't have the songs or anything like that rolled up, but, like, still. I think this is fine. Okay, they have 1 unknown card. Oh, no unknown cards. And they technically can cycle for a daze, but I have days covered. So I am just going to jam this. A little crack for black. I get that I'm drawing dead for a turn, but they have nothing going on. So I think that I'm okay with this. Our opponent also thinks that this is nice. In fact, they said so in chat. So, all right. So I'm drawing a card that I can't cast. Or, well, I can't cast and also shouldn't cast. And then we'll see where things go from here. Any 0-drop, I'll even take a Galvanic Relay. Anything but a Beseech the Mirror. Okay, opening my big fat mouth. Really shouldn't tempt fate like that. Okay. There we go. Let's see how this all starts. That's all good for now. We'll see if we can keep the ball rolling. We can. And more. Okay. Lion's Eye Diamond is good. Dark Rituals, very nice. Yeah, finally. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Brainstorms, Burning Wishes. This is all good stuff. I'm going to... Actually, probably should Dark Ritual first, and then I'll do the brainstorming stuff. And I can even technically play the fetch lands if I need to, if I feel the need to do so. Okay. I am not. I don't want them to see how I've boarded. Okay, so let's play a Veil of Summer here. This is lethal in a lot of different ways, but they're likely going to have to counter this. Here's the Edge of Autumn gone. Did they find something? They had 3 unknown cards in hand. Jacques Keener, yeah. Song of Creation is super awesome. Hey, they found a Force of Negation. Okay. I get to draw 2 cards. And keep drawing cards. Wow. Okay. We are rolled up. We could do anything that we want to them, pretty much. And I'm just going to try to kill them quickly. Okay, cool. No sideboard changes. They are very death, Alex. Absolutely. Oh, Michael Reed. Yeah, sorry. We're we're ruining Doomsday for you. Okay, I will keep this. Yeah, I'll keep this. I think a Lotus Petal is probably my best draw, and if they don't do anything... Okay, cool. If they just land pass again, then Opposition Agent is very clearly what they're working with, and I wasn't going to fetch into it. I am going to fetch immediately, though. Opposition Agent wasn't necessarily on my radar, but it certainly is now. And I'm going to play out my bargainable permanent. My hand is fairly redundant now. I mean, the Dark Ritual is my triple black, but if they take the Dark Ritual, then they're leaving me with 2 Beseeches, and I feel like that's a pretty good spot for me. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, Newton, the turn 1 options are very frightening, but kind of just like Cephalid Breakfast, where they have a turn 2 potential. That doesn't happen all the time, and in reality, the deck is a little bit slower than that most of the time. And you gotta play the odds, right? You gotta make sure that, hey, most of the time they don't have a turn 1. They can sometimes have a turn 2 with a turn 3 win, but we can work with that. I am going to play into it now. Nope, they don't have it. Okay. Because if they were to Opposition Agent me then, they're using a Dark Ritual and a Lotus Petal, and therefore don't have 3 black to Doomsday as a follow-up. They still can Doomsday and win right now, maybe. We'll have to see. Yeah. Something, no shave November, but I'm just not shaving particular bits of it. Okay, Personal Tutor. A Doomsday, you don't say. And they're not going to cantrip directly into it. I think a Veil of Summer is my best draw here. Galvanic Relay. Okay, that's not the greatest thing in the world, but it might be worth something. Okay, we're gonna cast this with Bargain away this, and the Beseech the Mirror hits the stack. What we're going to try for is to resolve this and then Gaia's Will, but I kind of doubt that that's going to happen. Okay, yeah. And they pitched a Brainstorm. So that was their turn, same turn win, hopefully. Hopefully that means that they don't have a means to break into the pile afterwards, and I can untap and actually use all these relay cards. Bauble, Ritual, Veil of Summer, Brainstorm, Gaia's Will, Lotus Petal. Okay, so what we can do here is a Song of Creation win, and see what happens. Doomsday. Yes, absolutely, Newton. You are a member of the channel, and you can use all of those emotes that you want. So Galvanic Relay, and if you want to become a YouTube member and support the channel, then you get awesome emotes like this and many more besides. We're going to see about this Doomsday, though. I'm a little nervous. They exiled a Brainstorm. If they had another pitchable card, I would imagine that they would pitch that first. Or there's a redundant break into the pile card, whether it's a Cycler or another Brainstorm or a Ponder or something. We'll see. They kept both Thassa's Oracles in against me. I feel like that's a choice. I don't know if that's a good thing. Okay. They had, okay, yeah. They had the Street Wraith that cycles into the Brainstorm, and that gets them everything that they need, which is going to be a Lion's Eye Diamond, Edge of Autumn sacking. Yeah, okay, we're good to go. And here's the Oracle. Or, okay, they're just going to go for broke. I guess they had a Force of Negation. Okay. Well, I feel like we had some chances for that. I think I played pretty poorly in game 1, but in game 2 I think we did pretty alright, and then we did as much as we could for game 3. Just didn't quite get there. Alrighty. I think that Doomsday, if you have the reps, obviously it's probably not a good thing to pick up right now, but a competent Doomsday pilot might be pretty okay for Eternal Weekend. You can feel free to pitch 1 to Force. You know, that's reasonable, Joe. Yeah, that's all good. Hey, Norman Owen, good morning. Okay, good morning means that you're probably in... Where does that put you? Somewhere in Europe? I don't know. Yeah, Doomsday is very good against combo decks. That is very true. Play game 1 with the second Oracle on the board for the grindy decks. Interesting. Okay. That is a choice. Oh, you know what? I can actually tell you about one of our sponsors, Card Hoarder, which, by the way, is how I get to rent a lot of the cards that you see on stream. Let me run an ad really quick, and then we'll be back for round number 3.
With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week? We've made it simple to do so by including a button to rent the entire deck at theepicstorm.com/decklist.
All right. So if Europe is 3 a.m., it might be Australia or East Asia or something like that. I don't know. Well, welcome. Good morning. Unless you're like running a night shift, in which case, good luck. All right. So are any of you going to be playing in an Eternal Weekend this year? Whether game 3 or match 3. There we go. But are any of you going to be playing in Eternal Weekends? Ooh, I kind of like this hand. Okay. I think... Oh, we're on the draw. Okay, cool. I'll keep this. Next year, Alex. Yeah, absolutely. Top Doomsday pilots are on a tier 1 deck. Everyone was all on the same 75 with a tier 3. Yeah. The Discord for Doomsday is pretty cool. Okay. What are we doing? Darcy? Okay. We are Rug or Grixis Delver. Or Beans or something along those lines. Mox Opal. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, not. That's too bad. Okay. Wasteland. Alrighty. Oh, not sure which brew. Oh, I thought you were being sarcastic. Okay, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be there. Not. Okay, well, yeah, sure. I'm glad you're gonna be there. Would I rather have my Underground Sea wastelanded or my Taiga wastelanded? Probably Underground Sea, because I don't have anything other than this Brainstorm to cast with it. I should probably play this out. Now they have a choice, but I didn't want to get dazed. Format is expensive. Ooh, a legacy team event that's proxied. Okay, that's gonna be kind of fun. That'll be a lot of fun. Wow. Okay. Well, I think that I can put both of the black cards away pretty safely. I'm not close to casting either of them, and what I can potentially do is next turn I'll have, presumably they wasteland me. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. Should I Chromox, Imprint of Veil, Burning Wish? Probably not. That seems ridiculous. That Brainstorm was not very good. Oh, you know, Joe, that reminds me. I need to get my flight changed. I actually might be playing Vintage. So, what happened to that Beseech deck that puts the One Ring on turn 1 and has Urza Saga, Force of Wills? Yeah, I don't know if that was a particularly good brew. For a brew, even, I don't think that was a very great option. Okay, so they're Rug or 4-color. I wonder if I cycle the Veil to draw through my deck a little bit faster. Um. No. Like imprinting to Chrome Mox and then I can bait with one and then cast the other. I'm not sure. Could afford a car or power. Yeah, I don't own Vintage at all, but I am fortunate enough to have the opportunity to borrow a deck. Lorien revealed. Okay, so we're Beans, potentially. This is probably a Beans deck now. And Tropical Island enters the chat. Okay, that was the sorcery they needed. Interesting, you know, that is something that I keep forgetting about. Sorceries used to be really hard for Darcy. And now with Lorien revealed, you got a bunch of them. Okay. What I'm gonna do is imprint a Veil of Summer and then cast a Veil of Summer. And then try to cast another Veil of Summer. Yeah, not getting mugged is kind of a goal of mine throughout my life, I must say. They're thinking about it. And they let it resolve. Should I Burning Wish for a Galvanic Relay? I'm drawing dead, and I have this Mox Opal to eventually... Yeah, I probably should. I don't know. Maybe this was just a bad idea. Maybe I was leaning too heavily. I should have just Veil. Didn't resolve? Okay, pass the turn. Maybe I didn't need to actually end up getting this relay. I don't know. Okay. Flooded Strand. They might actually have white in here for Prismatic Ending. Okay. Lightning Bolt. All good. This is a quick clock. I mean, they had their turn one creature, which very infrequently happens, right? 30 something percent, like 36% of the time. Because there's only 4 1-drops now. So it is a thing. Okay, now we're drawing out of this brainstorm. Ugh, okay, Burning Wish it is. Force of Will, pitching a Force of Will. Okay. I think I can't draw anything out of this, actually. Okay. No, Newton, today is not my day. Today is not my day at all. Which is fine. It doesn't need to be my day, but I really kind of wish it was. Alas. Okay. We're going to board like that in carpets and abrupt decays and out some zeros. At least I think that that's our board plan. Let me just double check that really quick. Yep, that is our board plan here. You can have access. Oh, I can make these bigger, can't I? I can make these quite a bit bigger. Okay, nice. I would like to play first. Okay. Double Galvanic Relay and double Dark Ritual don't really feed into each other very well. And with one land, we can get Wastelanded out of the game. I'm going to mulligan this one. I think that this is so much better. So much better. Okay, I'll keep this, and I'm going to bin the bauble. Okay. And we'll see what happens. Okay, wow, yeah, another turn one drop. It's exactly what they want to be doing, because it's going to stay there forever. Okay, Carpet of Flowers is very good. I think what I'm going to do is Brainstorm. And... okay. I think that this Lotus Petal is going to be able to cast a Veil of Summer Zebeche, so I don't know if I want to do that, but I can get land and Rite of Flame and put those away. I'm kind of glad that I still have my Petal Zebeche, because now I actually can cast my Veil of Summer to protect my carpet. And we'll get a Bayou here. It is our color pair, Bayou Volcanic Island. And we didn't see white from them, so I'm running this out now. All we saw was a flooded strand, which means that they're fetching blue. Wow, big surprise. Okay, let's try this. If I had a Ponder instead of Bauble, probably you should win some of the other games. Okay, they have Daze. So the first time we actually saw Daze. But it does kind of hurt. Yeah, Ponder has certainly been something that we've thought about. And a Wasteland. Okay. Yikes. Okay. That is something. They're cracking in for 1 a turn for now. They obviously have the Volcanic Island and can continue doing other things, but it doesn't look like it. They're not going to cantrip or anything, otherwise they would have done that pre-combat. So here we go. I mean, as long as we draw Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal, Black Source, or something like that, we have a few draws that we could really work with. Brainstorm is fantastic right now. I wish I had my own. And they're brainstorming at the end of turn. I don't know why they would do that. But okay. I'm sure that there are good reasons. Typically, when I brainstorm at the end of turn, it's because I want to win on the following turn. They don't have that sense of urgency. They might be holding up a Pyroblast, though. That might be why they have not been using their mana. I don't know. That would make sense based on what they're doing. Pyroblast, a Flusterstorm, Spell Pierce. Ooh, Underground Sea. Okay. And a Null Rod. Okay. We don't need Null. We can win through a Null Rod. We are on our way. I need just to rip lands off the top. If I could rip a couple of lands off the top, then I'm good to go. Oh man, is this a 5-color deck? Probably not. I mean, it could be. We obviously know that they're like Teamer black. There's a Ponder. Okay. I would take a Ponder here too. I'm not picky. They chose not to shuffle. Ugh, Bobble. I don't know why they did that. It doesn't work. So casting the Bobble was only for the Surveil trigger, and they kept their Ponder, so they obviously wanted all of their cards. So they just like scryed to the top. I guess they just probably forgot about Null Rod. I don't know. Tendrils of Agony. Nope. It's not a land. As a matter of fact, not a land. Okay, Seek the Beast. And they're going to exile Murktide Regent and Tropical Island. Those are going to win the game very quickly. In fact, what they can do is actually just cast their Questing Druid and then the Murktide Regent, and I am in the hole. It would tap them out, but I think that they can pretty safely tap out. They have 2 cards in hand. Okay. Going to combat. Yeah, Carter, we're winning. We're winning the hearts and minds of all of the combo fans out there, but not this game. Well, I think that putting me dead to rights is a better option for them. Oh yeah, Carter. No, we are losing against 4-color beans. They're about to slam a Murktide Regent, and oh, they're not. Interesting. Okay, they're holding up that Spell Pierce Flusterstorm thing that we've been like thinking that they're on for the past couple of turns. Essentially from the beginning of our first interactions with them. What is this? Oh, a Bowmaster. Okay, sure. They've got 1 card in hand. They're playing exactly like Bant Flash wants to play, right? Where they hold up interaction. Oh, I don't have to use interaction? Okay, let me provide this flash threat. Or in Questing Druids, card advantage. Okay, another Seek the Beast. Pump their Questing Druid. Potentially put Delirium. Nope. And then they have Murktide Regent Lightning Bolt, and they don't have red mana yet. They have 1 card in hand. Okay, they're casting the Murktide Regent. So I am dead. I mean, even if they didn't cast the Murktide Regent, I would be dead. Okay. 1 card in hand. Not gonna do it. Alright. That was, in fact, game 2, Drummer Boyo. Wow, this has been not a very fun league. I hope that y'all are having a good time, but oh boy, this has been rough. So, you know what? Speaking of Newton, you know, I had the same luck that you had on your last paper tournament. Okay, sounds like a rough tournament. But if you are playing in paper, then you need some tokens, and I've got them. So let me run this token ad really quick and tell you about an awesome product that you can purchase right in time for Eternal Weekend if you're going to Pittsburgh. Probably not this weekend if you're in the European Eternal Weekend circuit, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. You can at least get it for Pittsburgh.
Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game.
Alrighty, here we are, and we're gonna take a deep breath, and we're gonna get good. All right, just like Brian says. So we're gonna keep this lovely hand. I've got a brainstorm. We're on the draw. And we're going to just take our time and make sure that we don't make any misplays and can play optimally. Try to do a little bit better. Okay, swamp. Alrighty then. First decision of the game. Let's bobble ourselves and see if I want to play a fetch land or not. Beseech the Mirror. I do not want to play a fetch land. Or, well, I might want to play a fetch land. I don't want to fetch. So, I can't really win this turn, so that's all good. Opposition agent is maybe something that I am concerned about, but I think we should be fine. No, I can't brainstorm. Verdant Catacombs can't get the other blue source in the deck. It's a little unfortunate. So if this is going to be me getting griefed, then that Beseech is just gone. Orcish Bowmaster, Simian Spirit Guide. What is going on? I feel like I'm not sure what's happening. Jacques, you are not wrong. This is quite an interesting league. And they're playing foils. These disgusting new foil treatments. Alright. Dark Depths. Well, it was the Simian Spirit Guide. If it was an Elvish Spirit Guide, I might consider that, but I don't know. Okay, well, let's see if they've got an opposition agent. Nope. Okay, cool. I think that they're dead. Painter, maybe? That is an interesting... I mean, the basic swamp, not sure. But... yeah, but these are purposefully foiled, and they're nice treatments of cards. Like, they're doing this on purpose. This isn't cost-cutting measures. Alright, there's the Beseech the Mirror, and we're going to get the Gaia's Will. Cast the Gaia's Will. And this should be lethal. I hope they don't concede because I really want to be able to bobble them. For information, another Simian Spirit Guide. Okay. I don't know, guys. Basic swamp because they moon themselves. Not saying it's correct after building. Oh, okay, sure. You know, Jacques, you might be right. This might be Painter with Blood Moon options. Okay, I think I want Abrupt Decays, and I can probably cut a Mox Opal and a Chrome Mox. I don't want the Thoughtseizes in what I would assume is going to be a discard mirror. I'm guessing that there's going to be Grief. Maybe not. Nardolphin, nothing good. Nothing good is happening this league. All right. That's for sure. But that's okay. We're working through it. And we at least won game 1 situation, so we're going to be just fine. Our opponent has chosen to play first. Seems reasonable. And speaking of reasonable, this hand seems reasonable. This is a little bit of a sad league, but that's okay. Maybe I did this on purpose. Maybe I want you to think that the Epic Storm is not well positioned. Oh, we are just absolutely wilding it up. Wow, that was somehow just fine. Thoughtseize. Okay. Yeah, see, they're doing this on purpose. And they're going to take the Burning Wish. 2 drafts in a row. Yeah, absolutely, I would. I'm saving my luck for EW. I might be. I hope I am. What I'm doing is I'm convincing y'all that the Epic Storm is not a viable deck so that you aren't prepared for it. That's what's happening. Blue source? Nope. Oh. Thoughtseize. Okay. I am going to play out these Lion's Eye Diamonds. If a Burning Inquiry hits them, I don't want to like lose to another Burning Inquiry. But yeah, you love a Moto Bug. There are some people that think that that is a legitimate thing. Get over yourselves. That's a little self-important. Statistics exist. And you can kind of figure out if you want to run the numbers and see exactly how often it happens, that it's not statistically less or more or less likely to have happened. So, I don't know. They might have Bowmaster, which means I'm just going to crack for green. So, let's Burning Wish. Crack for green, black, red. And get this Peer into the Abyss. It's been a while since I've resolved a Peer into the Abyss. Okay. One of each, except we have an additional black floating. Ooh, nope, not at all. Okay, cool. Well, now I want to Thoughtseize them because this smells suspiciously like Mindbreak Trap. I don't know about you, but something smells fishy. Get rid of that Pharaoh's Thoughtseize. jeez. Whoa. Obnixilis Captive Kingpin. Whenever one or more opponents each lose exactly 1 life, put a +1/+1 counter on Obnixilis. Okay, so this is a really, really interesting way of pairing Burning Inquiry with Orcish Bowmasters, and then this is your payoff, I guess. Wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah, classic nothing. Absolutely. Their Burning Inquiry did not give them what they wanted. Alright. Well, we won a match. Honestly, if we lost that one, it would have been a real tough time. Yeah, why is it Obnix in their command zone? They're playing the wrong format. Okay, let's run it back, I guess. And did I tell you about the tokens? Did I run the token ad? Okay, well, if you want to engage with this content, if you're enjoying it, then let me tell you how to support it while we wait for our last round.
If you're still watching, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us.
Okay. Excuse me. And we are waiting on our last opponent. Yes, we got a match. Fantastic. It says 1 right there. Yeah. It's great. It's not a 0, so that's totally fine. And you know, that's 2 wins for the Epic Storm this league. So that's all. Hey, yeah, Newton, 2 wins for the Epic Storm. Yeah. All right, here we are against Death from Above. We won the die roll for our last match of the league. And I'm going to keep this hand. Yeah. And just lead off on a Bloodstained Mire and pass the turn. Death from Above has mulliganed to 6. Okay, and they've kept their 6. Play that Bloodstained Mire, and we'll see where things go. Mountain. Okay, basic mountain. And a pause in my upkeep? Terrifying. What are we doing here? Go home. Don't do anything in my upkeep. Also, the Misty Mountains. Gorgeous. Okay. Oh, well. 1, 2. This is not actually a win because I don't have any way to get initial mana afterwards. Okay, cool. Brainstorm it is. That's probably a win. I can put back Beseech and Bayou. And then grab, I guess, the Badlands. Dark Ritual, Mishra's Bauble, Mox Opal, Bargain, the Mox Opal. Let's open these up. Okay, and then Beseech again, cast with Bargain, that one, and then the Gaia's Will. Yeah, okay, cool. That is game 1 against a basic mountain. Do we think this is something like Painter? Do we think this is something like Burn? Is this a cheeky Jeskai control start that they didn't want to give up the goat too early? I don't know. I think that I'm okay with just a very simple bringing in Abrupt Decays, shaving Chrome Mox, and Mox Opal. Actually, I probably should shave 2 Mox Opal. Is that right? 16. Yeah, let's do that. That might not be right. Goblins or Painter, yeah. Painter, Goblins is not something that I thought about, but also could definitely be. Okay, we're going to mulligan this one, and we'll keep this one. And I'm going to put back a... probably the Bayou, because even though it is a black source, we have one here, and we have the triple black that we would need if we find a Beseech the Mirror, so I think the Bayou is going to be it. Yeah, what did you win against? I have no idea. I hope that they actually show us so that I can put it in. Oh, this looks like Painter. Okay. Maybe it's Moonstompy. Alright then. I'm gonna suddenly play out some of my zeros. I'm not going to imprint the Dark Ritual. Am I gonna imprint the Dark Ritual? Yeah, this could be just initiative with like a not turn 1 start. Which, okay. We'll see what they do. Shatter Skull Smashing. I think that this is, well, obviously a Chrome Mox deck, but Unlicensed Hearse. Okay. There's your Graveyard Hate. I'm gonna fetch. Get a Bayou. Ugh, okay. We got a lot of mana. Nothing to do with it yet. Brainstorm, not particularly good right now. That powerful card that we kept our hand off of didn't really work out for us. So what are we doing here? Are we playing Modern now? Yeah, we might be. Ugh, I wish some of these were Modern legal. Okay. Chalice on 0. Well, I played my zeros, so that's something. Burning Wish. So I have Consign as a Burning Wish target here. I think I'm gonna hold it for just a little bit. I want to consign and then win on the next turn, and I can't currently do that, so I don't want them to know about the consign until it's a little bit too late to plan for it, right? What? Are we goblins? I guess we're goblins. We're, I don't know, Goblin Stompy? This is not Turbo Muxus. This is like, I don't know. Well, they have had exactly the kind of start that they want. I gotta fetch it in. I'm not gonna brainstorm or anything like that, right? So here we go. Speaking of which, okay, now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can... Sorry, I have an eyelash that just fell into my eye. I can Burning Wish for an Echo of Eons, and I can't really do anything because the chalices are here. So, I can Burning Wish for Consigned to Oblivion, bounce this chalice, and then I still have the Veils in, so I can brainstorm and hope to find something that allows me the opportunity to Veil and cast a bunch of zeros. So I think that that's what we're going to do. Consign to Oblivion, and then just pass the turn. They have 3 cards in hand. Yeah, it's not Winota Initiative and Muxus combo. It's just like Goblin Stompy, Broadside Bombardiers. I don't know. Oh, they bolted that in. Oh, speaking of Broadside Bombardiers, okay. Sacrifice another creature or artifact equal to 2 plus the sacrificed permanent's mana value. So they can dome me for 5. Is this just... am I just dead? Well, we'll see. Okay, so they just boasted... I wish I knew how much this was actually going to be, but I guess I can let that resolve and then bounce the Goblin Rabblemaster and hope that I draw exactly Abrupt Decay. Okay. It needs to be exactly Abrupt Decay. Oh, white mana. Blood Moon. Ah! Now it can't be Abrupt Decay. What can I draw here? I don't know. That's not it. But that is part of the solution if they didn't have another creature. Okay. Wow, that was wild. Now that we know what we're boarding, so okay, we brought in. Okay, so Veil of Summers can go out. Galvanic Relays can go out. Thoughtseizes, Consign to Oblivion, Abrupt Decays. Oh, do I leave in a Galvanic Relay here? Yeah, that's probably right. Okay. Rough. Just a bizarre goblin stompy deck. This is so close to being good. This is a turn 2 kill. Yeah, okay. Turn 2. Oh, Newton. I think, you know what? I think I remember hearing about that from you. That's kind of stinky. Okay, and we are going to play all of this out. Just in case. I can't turn 1 here, and I'm just hoping that they have something similar to their game 1 start. Nope. I'll take a Chalice. Oh, Null Rod. Okay. Burning Wish. Well, I don't have a tutorable answer because we bring in the Consign to Oblivion with this plan. So, nope. Chalice on 1. I wish you had started with that. I didn't care about Chalice on 1. I am going to fetch and get black sources. Okay. Is there anything that I can do here? Not really. I could get an Echo of Eons. I'm really just kind of in the hole until I get an Abrupt Decay or something like that. And I can get one, right? I can Beseech, sack a Mox Opal, Abrupt Decay the Null Rod, and then continue to go off from there. I don't know. Simian Spirit Guide, Blood Moon. Okay, I will... Oh, concede to this probably, right? Probably concede to this. Although, if I get like some Rite of Flames... Okay, this Burning Wish is going to get Empty the Warrens. And then this is my out to victory. Maybe, just maybe, they don't have the mana to develop a threat quickly. They have no land. Okay, can I get a land? A Rite of Flame? That works. Oh, that's right. It doesn't work. Oh, channel name. Well, thank you very much. It's kind of a rough night, that's for sure, but we'll see where it goes. Burning Wish. Okay. I can get a Grapeshot as well here. I just need to find a land. Maybe I shouldn't have fetched because that would have increased my land count. Pay costs. What are they doing here? Chalice on 0. That's fine. None of my zeros work anyway. Skip it. Okay. Man, I could be cracking in with goblins. I wish. I think this is just a relay, just like a slow cantrip. Bloodstained Mire. Got it. Put it in the bag. Okay, I can empty the Warrens next turn for 2. Oh, they've got something. They got another mountain. Okay, now I have a land. And a Brainstorm. That doesn't do anything. So, here we go. That gets countered. And then empty the Warrens. I put 4 power on the battlefield on turn 9. And I've got a Grapeshot. I can like Burning Wish into a Grapeshot so I can clear anything with a 2-butt or 3-butt if they decide. Oh, now they're drawing lands. Of course they are. If they attack, I will... Well, block this for sure. Oh. They sacked the Chalice 0. Actually, no, I think I can... My goblins are more important than blocking this thing. They have another Chalice 0. That's why they did that. Okay. Let's go with a relay, I guess. I can dig a little bit. And then Grapeshot here, and then face. And then attack. Man, I wish I was attacking a lot earlier than this. And they have something, of course, Bowmaster. I don't think that we're gonna make it through this game. They found their third mana, and I have absolutely nothing. I can't beat Blood Moon Null Rod. That's a hard lock out of the game. Okay, kind of a rough league, not gonna lie. Quite the rough league. So let's talk about this deck list. I think that this is a fantastic version of the Epic Storm. I have been playing it poorly tonight. I need to kind of get back in the saddle. I've been moving. I haven't really been playing the Epic Storm over the past few weeks because of that. And I need to get back in the saddle and prep for Eternal Weekend, which is what this is supposed to be, right? And it really didn't feel like this was the spot. I need to get more comfortable with some of the lines that are a little bit more nuanced that I used to be able to just recognize off of the bat. But you know what? Thank you all for hanging out, and we're gonna see how far we can take this in the future, right? The Epic Storm is going to live and breathe, and there are going to be changes, and we're going to see what those are going to be. And if you want to see those changes earlier than other people, you can do so by supporting us on YouTube by becoming a YouTube member and getting access to videos early, or by becoming a Patreon member, and you get our patron rewards, which includes access to deck lists and our sideboard guide, which you only get as a Patreon member. But both of them give you access to our Discord, and our Discord is going to be able to... We have a members section of the Discord where we talk about the Epic Storm and some tweaks and things that we've been already making that I can't tell you right now. So some really exciting things moving forward. Bocce Piles, thank you for being here for the show. I'm glad that you appreciated it and stuck it out to the very end. I will see you next week. I'm back on a regular schedule. Wait, is next week Thanksgiving? Next week might be Thanksgiving. We're going to see what happens with that one, okay? I will see you around. I am going to try to avoid the Discord right now because of the Jordan meme. Have a good night.